Hello everybody, and welcome back to All the Mods 9. In the previous episode, we went ahead and got started with Ars Nouveau and crafted up our first few spells. Now, in between episodes, I did a little bit of work. Not a whole lot, not as much as I did in the before the previous episode, but I basically just made this 3-in-1. I believe it's carrots down here, potatoes, and wheat. That way we're just getting a decent amount of each, and I think it's all down here. It hasn't run for too long. I basically finished it and then went to bed. And you might have seen it in the intro, but I have a new spell, which is not on the hotbar right now. I named it Conjure Animals. Basically, it summons 2 wolves, and that'll be cool because it'll help out with combat a little bit. But yeah, I actually got that glyph for it for free from one of my quests. Now, I think I already went through and claimed all my quest rewards. I don't remember if I did that on camera. I think I did it off camera, actually. So what I want to do today is actually go ahead and create some source jars for Ars Nouveau and basically create a way to automatically get pretty much an infinite amount of it. And right, I forgot to mention, I am in full diamond armor right now. I did do some mining off camera. I also built a full suit of pretty basic level diamond armor. I kind of wish that when it enchanted, it would give me affixes from Apotheosis, but we will get into Apotheosis eventually. So I think I want to start off today by just creating a area where we can actually grow our archwood logs. I think that there's a way to use some of these as fuel. All right, so I think I want to use moss for this area. And I think, I can't quite remember actually if moss will replace sand. Let's see. No, it does not. So I'm gonna go ahead and farm up some moss blocks, and yeah, we'll see you after I've done that. All right, we are back. I have spent quite a while building up this area, and I'm actually really super happy with it. I didn't actually expect to go this hard with the details on it, but yeah, I started placing blocks and it all came to me. So let's take a quick walkthrough of the place. Starting off, let's start with the path. It's pretty simple. We're just using a little bit of a gradient going from the sort of border moss blocks into mossy cobblestone bricks. We have some tough, regular mossy cobblestone, and going into cobblestone bricks. And we have occasionally these archwood planks. These sort of symbolize areas where we're going to have things placed on them, basically, sort of like our little work areas. So, for example, I'm gonna probably put the scribes table right there. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good there. Might be a little bit out into the open, but I don't really mind that. So yeah, going over, let's look at the trees. These are just the Ars Nouveau trees. Pretty simple. I just grew them. I didn't custom make them or anything. And then we also have azalea trees. I was just gonna use them for the leaves, but I kind of like how they add a little bit more of a pop of green to sort of the top half of like the sky, I guess. So yeah, and then we have these lanterns, which I really like. Whoops, that should be like that. But yeah, I love these. They look so good. I think later on we can get, what are they called? These mage light torches. I think there's also these sconces, and those will actually hold the mage light in place as well. But for now, we'll do it like that. And yeah, so we have sort of 3 areas within the build. We're gonna have probably, I think there's one other workbench in Ars Nouveau that we can place over here. This will probably be where I'm blanking on what it's called, the enchanting apparatus. So we'll probably have that set up here. We'll probably have to change things around later on. This at least gives us a good starting point. Then over here is what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be using this area to generate source. I think how we're going to do it is we're going to mix the crate mod with Ars Nouveau. We're going to chop down trees. We're going to grow these blazing archwood logs. Now, I believe, if I recall, these blazing logs actually generate a decent amount of source. And I'm currently struggling to find exactly which machine that we need for this. I'm gonna have to take a look in the book for this just to see what we need. I believe it's either gonna be the volcanic source link, or we might be able to use just regular source relays. And I think we burn the logs nearby, if I'm remembering correctly. It has been a while since I've used Ars Nouveau, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to look things up really quick, and then we'll figure out how we want to proceed. And by the way, this parrot was from a quest reward. I got a parrot spawn egg. So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for names for my parrot here, he's sort of my assistant, I guess, in this workspace. But yeah. All right, and yeah, I was correct in thinking that it was the volcanic source link that we need. We basically generate source by consuming burnable items. So it says nearby blazing archwood items will be burned up in exchange for a chunk of source and a moderate amount of heat. And from my understanding, I'm pretty sure that the blazing archwood logs generate just a little bit more. And yeah, that's definitely what we're going to be using to do this. So we're going to be using the create mod to actually place down the trees and chop them down. And for this, we are going to need brass. Now, I'm pretty sure that I have some. I see some bronze here. I'm not sure if that's NBT'd to be the exact same as brass. I'm not quite sure. And by the way, these chests are so disorganized. I'm thinking probably next episode, or maybe at least very soon, we'll set up a storage system just to save me a lot of time of having to look in every single one of these chests. All right, so I believe that brass is created with zinc and copper. Yep, there we go. I created probably too much, but we'll probably need a lot in the future anyway, so might as well just get it all done with. And we'll need 4 plates for this. Yeah, I definitely made way too much for this project. That's all right though. And one thing I completely forgot about is that the deployers, they actually require rose quartz, which requires quartz, which I'm pretty sure at this point we can only get in the Nether, unfortunately. If we had power up and going, we could put it through a pulverizer, because we do have access to blocks of quartz. Alright, I got some obsidian and a flint and steel. Just need to find a decent place for my portal. At least a place we can put it temporarily. Here should work, I guess. So we'll go 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess. We'll get a huge leg spike, and eventually, I will have an actual place for this. By the way, the rain is super loud, and I apologize for that. But as soon as we go into the Nether, it shouldn't matter. Is there anything I need? I think I want to bring my Ars Nouveau spellbook. All right, I think I'm ready to go into the Nether. All right, that took a little while to load, and we are in a very nasty looking biome. Wow, the Nether is really laggy right now. Alright, so currently my only goal really is to find some quartz, which I'm not really seeing a whole lot of right now. I was about to say I want to go and fight that rare piglin down there, but apparently it just died, so I don't know what killed it. Hopefully not something that was stronger than me. And I think I forgot to mention this, but I did actually find a magnet, and I also created one as well. Can I just do that? There we go. I don't know what happened to my other one. Oh, there it is. Yeah, this one is from artifacts. I found it in a chest while caving, I think. Apparently they both work together. I don't know if one of them maybe conflicts with the other, or if they extend each other. I'm not really sure how it works. Either way though, yep, here we go. Found some quartz. And I'm just gonna keep mining until I have a decent amount. We do have fortune on our pickaxe, so it shouldn't take too long. Yeah, we're already at 39. And definitely before I forget, I should probably mark my portal so I don't get lost here. I think... yeah, I've got like 2 stacks of quartz. I think we're good to head back. Alright, and so in order to actually get the, what was it called? The electron tubes, we're gonna need polished rose quartz, which basically we just need to sand down rose quartz, which is a mix of nether quartz and redstone dust. I need a little bit more redstone. Let's see if I can find some in this absolute mess of a storage system. Here we go. And we'll go something like that. I guess we can make 8 for now. I think for this project, I only need 1. And then, yeah, so we just need to combine paper and sand to make sandpaper. And if we hold 1 in the offhand, we can go ahead and make it. And now we just need to combine it with an iron plate to make the actual electron tube itself. And now we should be able to make our deployer. So now all I need to do is make another mechanical saw, which doesn't take much at all. We already have everything that we need. And I'm actually going to make a water wheel for our power here. And we are going to use basically the exact same design that we've already used over there. Now there is definitely other methods for creating this that might be a little more efficient. I'm kind of like the style that we have with the going around in circles and stuff. I feel like it's just way easier, especially at this stage in the game, where we're still pretty low tech, and everything is a little bit harder to obtain still. Okay, so I think I've gone ahead and placed everything that we need. So basically we're going to have a deployer on this side, and we're going to, see, I think we do that. Maybe we need a filter on this actually. Yeah, I think we put it in the filter. And then we can go ahead and put the interface back on. Whoops, not like that. Just like not that either. Crate does get a little bit finicky with placing things. All right, so theoretically this should swing around and end up over here. Now on this end is where we're gonna have our source creation. We're gonna have that the volcanic source link on this side. So what this is gonna do is it's just gonna spin around, and on this piece of dirt right there, it's gonna place blazing archwood saplings. Eventually they'll grow, they'll cut them down, and the sapling will get replaced on that block, and then the everything else will get put here, and then we'll have the second part of the system. So I'm just gonna glue this together really quick, just see if it works, and yeah, if we need any adjustments. All right, go ahead and give that a go. Should theoretically place. Maybe we need saplings inside there. Okay, it placed all the way out there on the corner. I might have to set up the deployer in a different direction, maybe. All right, we'll try it with the deployer facing backwards. Should hit it right there. No, it doesn't. Okay, I finally figured it out. I always forget that deployers need like an entire block in between the block itself and the hand. And yeah, this is definitely an ugly machine, probably the ugliest that I've ever made, but it'll work for now. So what I want to do is I want to get some bone meal and actually grow this thing. Okay, it's good that it does do that. Now we need to test if it'll chop it down. Seems like it is. It's only doing a few logs. Maybe it needs to do that last one. There we go. Okay. It does leave a few stragglers here and there. So yeah, if we check the barrel again, we got 61 logs from that and 20 saplings. And by the way, I do have to say, I love the addition of being able to actually open up the inventory on moving items, which is really, really, really convenient. All right, so I just made a tiny little adjustment and I put the portable storage interface up top. That way it'll actually drop items down here. And it didn't have any in it. I believe I got it all. Yeah, I did. But yeah, that'll drop it there. And then now the next step is to make our volcanic source links. These are actually pretty simple to make. We just need a couple of source gems, some gold, and a bucket of lava. All right, we can go ahead and make our volcanic source link now, as well as a source jar. So I'll just set these up pretty nearby to our system over here, but I also want it close to the imbuement chamber. So I don't know if it actually matters how far the distance is. I think as long as they're nearby enough, they will automatically pour into the source jar. So while we're waiting for that, let's just give it a quick test. I'll just drop one for now. Now that should start burning. Okay, it's gonna have to be immediately right next to it, but that's completely fine with me. And you can see that we already are at 1% full. So let's try half a stack now. Yeah, it seems like it'll just keep pumping in. And I need to remove my magnet. Both of them, I should say. Where's the other one? There we go. All right, let's toss those down. Now, okay, I did want to test and make sure that, yeah, it automatically sends. We're already at 17% on a single jar. And let's see how many we've made. Like, pretty much none so far. So in theory, if we place a piece of lapis in there, it should start crafting a lot faster, which I believe it is. I'm wondering if our source jar might need to be closer. Hopefully we don't waste all of it. It does actually keep all of the fluid inside, which is nice. Yeah, look at that. With it directly next to it, that was almost an instant process. Yeah, that is absolutely huge. Now, an alternate route that you can take to make source early game is to actually make an agronomic source link, I think is what it's called. Basically, it takes the growth of crops and it turns it into source. I personally feel like that way is a little bit slower than this. And especially if you have the create mod, this is like super easy. You get a ton of source from it. And I just noticed it's chopping down that azalea tree as well. That might be a little bit of a problem, but yeah. So because this process is like extremely efficient, what we're gonna need probably is a lot more source jars. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and smelt up some glass and get as many source jars down as we can. All right, one thing that we need to do though is make sure that they're all fairly close to this imbuement chamber. So let's just get them down like this. I have no idea if these ones will actually contribute to the crafting process. Yeah, we'll have to see. That one's already starting to fill up. And let's get some more blazing archwood down there. Yeah, that's starting to fill that one up really quickly already. One thing that we can do, I think this is possible. I believe that we can use hoppers and actually automate this process a little bit faster. So it does automatically input it. I see it's going all the way through. All right, I've just made a framed drawer as well as a puller upgrade for it. Now that should automatically pull it in as long as that's not in there. I think if we... Here we go. So that should start pulling them in. I may need to put that like that. Let's see if this works. It still doesn't. Oh, maybe that'll work? Ah, here we go. Yeah, we just needed to change the direction and that'll automatically pull it in. And let's also... I might need to break this. Here we go. Sorry, I haven't actually used the frame drawers before. So basically what we need to do is put our outside block in the first slot, the inside block, basically what's on the face of the drawer in the second slot, and then the drawer itself in the third. Here we go. So we can place that down. Oh, that looks really nice. And yep, it still has all of its upgrades and its items inside. So yeah, that'll actually allow us to fully automate this process. But I think that's all the time we're gonna have for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace.